join us from YouTube. Okay, this session is now officially live, and then, okay, let me quickly demonstrate designing a PowerPoint template. To some of you, this is not new. They've already done that with me already. Okay, now designing your template, you first go to the view menu, and if you are on the view menu, you simply go to slide master. Okay, and you'll notice that as soon as you're on a slide master, the slide master tab appears on the left of your, just next to your home tab. And when this master is there, all you need to do is make sure that you are on the master slide. That is the very first slide of your slide master. So if you are there, take note that whatever you do on this master slide will appear in all the slides. Okay, so from the master, that's where you decide on what must your future slides look like, as far as the theme is concerned, as far as the background is concerned, as far as the fonts is concerned. So you first go to themes and get a theme as a choice for all the slides that will be created with from this master. So usually companies, when they want to have a master that they will use for all, it will be like a brand for all their slides. You first go and design what the brand of that company should look like. So with me, I'm not going to really go to the internet and maybe get, you know, colors and all that. But what we can do is we first get a theme and say this theme is, for example, let's say this theme is for Coca-Cola. I'll get this red one, Coca-Cola red. Okay, so all the slides will be using this theme. Remember your theme from semester one. Your themes are identified by name. So I've used the theme here, newsprint. Okay, this is the newsprint. It's for Coca-Cola. I'm designing a template for Coca-Cola. So this is the theme I've used. And then now, after getting the theme, you can give your theme colors. These are the colors. Office, grayscale. You can also use red, but remember Coca-Cola is red, right? So we're going to use a red theme. So we keep this red color, okay? Or we can go to Verve, but Verve is so pink. We can't really use Verve, but we can keep the red. Any other theme seems like it will take us away from the red. The office is so blue. And the black tie, give us black. And depending on the type of theme you are choosing, the colors are different. I'm going to just go check the colors here. Is adjacent, Excel, angle, apex, Austin, black tie, CV, clarity. Those are the colors. But then if you choose, I'll choose another theme just for interest sake. Okay, I'll take the iron boardroom. Now with iron boardroom, if you go to colors, okay, this still, okay, now I'm using 2020. It depends on the version. Now in other versions, you'll get the red, orange. So I was trying to get red, orange when I was changing this. Okay, I'll go back to this one. Okay, and then now the next thing that we also choose is the fonts. Now when we choose in the fonts, I can just choose the fonts up here, but we go down to create custom fonts. Now the name of the font we change, the custom font we change. If you are creating Coca-Cola, we name it Coca-Cola. If we are creating a what? APSA, then we name it APSA. If we are creating beauty, then we name it. So this is Coca-Cola. Okay, I'll call it Coca-Cola font. And now the Coca-Cola font, I'm going to choose a heading font. I'll use Kristen for heading font. And I'll also use Papyrus for the body font. These are the fonts. So the heading, all the headings in all the slides will have Kristen ITC as a heading. And the body of all your slides will adopt this Papyrus, and we click on save, then we save the font. Okay. And then as to the bullets, if you want the bullets to remain the same, you can keep it the same, but we can change the bullet check. We go to the home tab and go to bullets, and at bullets and numbering, I go to picture, because I want to adapt it to picture fonts. But now if I'm using 2010, I'll have to import. If I want maybe a Coca-Cola icon there, I'll have to import the Coca-Cola icon to be the picture. So I'm not going to do that, but we'll simply take the square and make it a font. We'll take the font and make it a bullet for this slide, for all the slides, because I'm applying it to the master. And then the next thing that I'm going to add is somewhere at the corner, I'm going to add, okay, I'll take the second slide. Now check, just after the master slide, this first slide is your title slide when you opening your presentation, the normal presentation. So this is your title slide, and this is your title and content slide. Now on the title and content slide, I'm going to go ahead and insert a box where I will put, okay, I'm just going to copy this one and paste it. Now in this box, now I'm going to add a picture. I'll go ahead and go to insert menu and go to pictures. I'm using 2010 pictures, go to my computer's pictures. I am going to insert this flower for Coca-Cola. But now, putting this flower, you must insert a Coca-Cola picture if you're using a better version than mine, because that's what is needed. No, not food. Control Z. Okay, I'm going to go to insert menu. In the style master, I'll go to background style. That also works. That's another way of doing it. And I click format, picture, and I'll go to file. And at file, I want to find the picture. Okay, I'm limited to my pictures. No, that's not a picture one. No way, it's Control Z. Instead of getting a picture I want, I'm getting something else. Guys, Hmm. Here's my background picture, it's fine. But it's only on slide 2. Okay. Yo, guys, my intention was not to add how to make a shakusha picture, but that's the picture I have on my computer. But remember, on your machine, you go to the online pictures. Because I'm using the older version, 2020. I can only get pictures from my machine, not from the internet. But I can go ahead and go to the internet and get a picture, but that will be too much for this machine. So that picture is okay. And then if I also want to add a picture for the whole slide, for all the slides, I must insert that here. So on the heading slide, if I insert a text box here, and if in this text box I insert a picture, I'll add a shakusha picture as well. But remember, I was doing Coca-Cola, not shakusha. I don't want photo album, but I want pictures. I'll just get the shakusha one and resize it. Can you see the difference that when I add this picture, it now appears on all slides? Unlike when I've added the picture on the second slide, on the second slide layout. You see, anything I add on the master slide appears on all slides layouts. Okay. Now, the second thing that is also important with your master is also being able to create your own new slide. Now, inserting your new slide, you go to insert new layout. Now, your new layout, when it appears, it only comes with the heading. You can add a new placeholder. So a new placeholder can be anything from content, text, picture, chart, table, smart art. It can even be a media. Okay, so I'm going to add a media. Now, the best example for this media is that maybe from in your company they request that you must add a video of the tour around the company so that people can see about the company. So you can add that media here, okay? But I'm not going to edit the media here, but when we access this layout, we can always add that media in the presentation, okay? So then this new layout, we can give it a new name. We know the title slide, we know the title and content slide, the section header slide, the blank slide. Now this layout that is new, we rename it. You see the name of the default name, it's named custom layout. So you give it a new name, and the new name, we name it Coca-Cola layout. Though my pictures are not relevant, make sure that your pictures are relevant. This is a Coca-Cola layout. Okay, then we click rename. Then the layout is renamed. Okay, and then the next thing that I also want to add to all my slides now is I want all my slides, when they come in, they must have a transition, and they must have a transition, say, glitter. So all my slides, when they come in, they will glitter. And then they must all have an animation. So the title, when it comes in, it must be animated and it must appear when it comes to the screen. And after appearing, it must be emphasized with the fill color. And after the fill color, I'm adding the third animation. It must exit the screen. I'm going to more exit, and at exit, it must boomerang out. Okay, so I do the same to the body. The body, when it comes in, it must appear. Then we must add an emphasis with the fill color. Then when it's done, it must boomerang out. So I go to more exit effect, and that's your boomerang. Okay. So all my slides will do that. So if you preview, then boomerang, and boomerang. That's it. Okay. That's all what all my slides will do. Now, when you are done with the master, you make sure that you are at the slide master tab and you go to file menu and you save this file. When you save this file, you save it as a master. So in the save as, you're not broadcasting, but we're saving. You see, when you save, you can save and send it to email. You can broadcast your slide. You can publish it. Now we change the file type here, and the file type must be template there. There's template. Listen, in the new version, this is not what you get, but you change the name of the file and you give the new name template, fine. And you just make sure that your template is positioned. So we want to save this as Coca-Cola template. And the template must be saved on the desktop and in the folder with the student number. So that's my folder with the student number. I'm not allowed to create the folder there. Okay, that's my folder there. That is allowed. Okay. Then the name of the file is correct. The file name is a template. The file type is a template. Now, please take note, when your file type is a template, it's going to have an extension POTX instead of a PPTX file. So we save it in the folder, and the template is saved. You see there, it's template POTX. You see that? But I have an error here. Okay. Now, when my file is saved, I close my template. Then we can start from this template. We can start creating. We can start creating a presentation. Okay. So now we can start creating or designing a presentation. Guys, on your WhatsApp group, please talk to Katleho there. Katleho was trying to come in video, and one of these devices is not connected, so he must also reconnect. Okay, now, any questions so far? I know we are using different versions of PowerPoint. So what you saw on my screen when I was saving is not what you're going to see on your screen when you're saving. But you make sure that when you save, you change the file type to template, not presentation. And then you make sure that your file is also saved in the folder with the student number, because usually when you are saving, if you change the file name first, the location is automatically just going to change. All you need to do is to make sure that you stick to the folder where you want to save your file, okay? So can we do the next thing? The next thing that we do here is we make sure that we now design a presentation. Is there someone saying something? Now, designing your presentation, I want you to go to your Blackboard. I'm also going to go to my Blackboard. On your Blackboard, you have 3 exercises that you are asked to do. Now, from those exercises, you are asked to design the template, then create a presentation, okay? So my computer is a bit slow, guys. I was disconnected just now. My God, God. Yo, I almost lost you guys. Okay, I'm still here, but I almost lost you. My computer is a bit slow now. I'm trying to go to Blackboard and I can't run everything at the Anandi, the catch-up test on Monday. I now have an echo when I come back. I'm not what's going on. Guys, my network is a bit slow, so okay, I was trying to find out why I was so listening to myself, but I had YouTube opened on one side. Okay, please, let's continue. I'm going to Blackboard now to get an exercise show. That was almost a mess. Now, if you are on Blackboard, if you go to content, I'm going to share that now on your screen. Okay, now on Blackboard, you go to content. And when you go to content, so that runs a bit slow because of all the things that are open here. You'll see you've got a folder PowerPoint. In the folder PowerPoint, there are exercises. Um, These are the exercises, right? So make sure that you complete all the exercises. Please write on WhatsApp if you've got something to say. You see, the first one is you first design the template, right? And then you must add a custom slide. You must also be able to save that a slide. So you have two exercises, exercise 1 and 2. You are designing a master template, okay? So make sure that you are able to do that. And somebody's trying to say something. Please communicate on your WhatsApp, then I can help you from there. Okay. Now looking at exercise, okay, the very first exercise, exercise 1. I just want me to highlight some things there. For the sake of progress, I'll just share the exercise. Now here's your exercise. Here's your first exercise. Now you see, even with your first exercise, you are asked to create your master. Now on your master, the examiner here will ask you to also add a theme. You see, the question here, the theme you're asked to use in this exercise is space set, the background style 10, the theme color blue, as I was trying to get color there. The theme color here is blue, and the font of the master font is for the heading, it must be Eras bold, for the bodies must be elephant, and you rename it to font master. Then on the master, you also add the transition. You apply the transition to all the slides. You add the wheel animation to all the titles. You insert the date to the slide, which is something I didn't do. You must add the date and the slide number and the footer onto that master. And that's the size. And then you change the bullets to arrow bullets. I've changed mine to square. You insert any picture of your choice, top right corner of the slide, and you are given also the size of the slides of that picture. You see that? So make sure that you are able to do that. And further on, you must also be able to now create a presentation. Now, from the slide master, creating a presentation, these are the contents of the presentation. Now, you all know how to create a presentation. So hence I end at the master. So in this exercise, you are given what you must do on the presentation. Can you please complete this exercise, and then let's meet tomorrow again at 2 o'clock. Can you do that? Can we do that?
Yes,
Because you all
ma'am.
know, our assumption is you all know how to create a presentation. It means when your master is ready, you now start, check my master, check my master. Let me go back to my master now. Yes, sharing. Now my starting position, it will be this master. So when I start creating my presentation, all I need to do, the first thing that you must do when you are creating your presentation, remember this one is now a template. It's saved as a POTX. So you go to file menu and you save as, okay? And then now you're saving a presentation with a name given for the presentation. So if it's like the exercise in this one is hospitality. Now I'm creating the hospitality presentation. Okay. Now my presentation, I'm going to save it in the same folder where I've created my template, and I click save. Okay. And then if you check, I must share the whole screen this time. Now, if I'm sharing this, I must share the whole screen. Now check, if I'm looking for that, I'll have to right click, go to Explorer. I'm not. Why I'm guess. I want to check my folder. I've just clicked on File Explorer and I'm waiting. I'm not sure why the File Explorer takes long, but what I needed to check in Explorer, when you have saved the files, I have too many tabs open. And with my opened, I can't open my Explorer for some reason. I'm not sure. But what I wanted to show you in the Explorer, I want to show you that inside the folder, there's two files now. There's a POTX file and there's also a PPTX file with the presentation that we are starting. So you start it from there, and then you start filling your presentation by adding stuff like, okay, let me just stop sharing and just show the presentation itself. So you add your accordingly. If you need a title slide, look at my slides. When you starting your presentation, the presentation has got all the formats you have placed from your master. Look at my blank slide. It has got also a picture on it. All the slides has got a picture because my master slide, on my master slide, I added a picture. And my second slide, my title and content slide, because I added the background with the picture, it has got that background picture. You see that? So this is my title and content slide with the picture background. And if I'm starting, say, a blank, this is my blank slide with the picture icon on top. You see that? So these are my slides. And if I add anything, I just want to add anything. Look at the bullets. The bullets are already there. And the font, if I add anything, the font is papyrus. That's my presentation. Okay. And now let's start the slides. From the beginning, if I run the slide from the beginning, it glitters because I added the glitter. From last semester, when you created a slide, on the slide, that's where you added these things. But this one already has those things. You see that? It has got animation, it has got a transition, and everything is running. But now, check, if I have, say, 10 slides, I only want to show 2 slides. I create what we call a custom show. Now, this custom show, we name it. I'm going to name it Coca-Cola Custom Show. Now, on the custom show, I only want to see the first presentation and the last presentation. So I click, go ahead and select the first one and click add and go to the last one and I click add. So instead of showing all the slides, it only shows 2 slides, this custom show. So when I show it, for some reason it's stuck there. But when I show the custom show, it will only show the 2 slides. So know how to create a custom show. The purpose of the custom show, it says, it is like out of all your 20 slides that you have created, you only want to show the few slides. So know how to create a custom show. That's the aim of that exercise. And then, not lastly, but the next thing that you must also know is, if I have say 5 slides and yes. Okay, my Microsoft PowerPoint has stopped showing, has stopped showing. I'm not sure why. Okay. I'm just going to add another slide so that I can demonstrate what I'm saying now. So my PowerPoint stopped working. Guys, I've got a technical problem with my PowerPoint at the moment. My PowerPoint has stopped. Let me start a new one. My PowerPoint has stopped. Guys, please go do the exercise, but now I want you to be able to add the links and the buttons, but I can't. My PowerPoint has stopped, guys. I'm going to leave this session. Let's say bye for today. At least we had an hour session. So you must also be able to add a link and an action button. Let me see if that PowerPoint can open again. It's not responding. Let's control manager. Photo. And go to PowerPoint that is not responding and end the task. Okay, I've ended the session. Now start a new one. My laptop from VOT is not working, so I'm using another Scoroboro laptop, so things are not really happening the way they should here. Mem is still here, but the I'm stuck somewhere. My computer is running a bit slow, okay. And I was trying to start another PowerPoint, but my computer decides to go where it wants to. I'm waiting for PowerPoint. My computer is quite slow. Start to trouble now. Now check now, guys. I have a blank slide here, and I'm going to open our template first. I go to open, and on the desktop, I look for the folder where I've saved the template. Now remember, you must check all files, not just presentation files. Unfortunately, my template was not saved. My template was not saved. So I'm trying to open something that is not there. Guys, please, because my template is not saved, please go and do this and come back to me. Guys, I want to say goodbye for now. I'll see you the next class. That is tomorrow, this time at 2. Is it okay?
Ma'am,